Hello. Again, uh, the same topic: plants living and surviving. This is part 3. In this module, we discuss about the aquatic plants. AQUATIC, aquatic plants. Aquatic plants are such plants which grow in the water areas such as ponds, lakes, rivers and seas. In our previous class, we discussed about terrestrial plants, the plants which grow on the land. Now we are discussing about such plants which grow in the water areas. Aquatic plants are further divided into 3 categories. Number 1, fixed plants. Number 2, floating plants. And 3 is underwater plants. So, what are fixed plants which grow in the water? Let us discuss with the help of the book. These fixed plants grow on the bed of the pond, especially pond. Their stem is light and the leaves are broad. Leaves seem to be floating on the surface of the water. The underside of the leaf, suppose this is a leaf and underside, this is the underside and this is the upper side. Underside of the leaves is mostly submerged in water. So they breathe through stomata which is present on the upper side also. I mean to say they have stomata on the upper surface of the leaves. Example is lotus and water lily. Now, next, floating. Floating means तैर्नु. माथि पानीको माथि तैर्नु. एउटा जग्गा फिक्स हुँदैन. In case of fixed plants, we discuss about the such plants which remain fixed on the water. But in this case, floating plants don't keep on fixed in the water. In fact, they float. They move from one place to another. Floating plants. Floating. Some aquatic plants float in water. They have spongy, swollen parts. They have spongy and swollen, very lightweight parts. You would have noticed anything which is very lightweight, very spongy and very swollen, which doesn't get sink deep in the water. They float. For example, rubber tube, sponges, plastic, since they are not heavy, so they float. They don't sink in the water. That's why, in the same way, some plants are there which are spongy and very light in weight. So they keep on floating. They don't sink in the water. Dogweed and water hyacinth. Dogweed and water hyacinth are the best example. Coming to next, we have underwater plants. Underwater plants, such plants which grow deep inside the water. They are underwater plants. They grow under the water. That's why they have leaves that are very narrow and long as well. And their body is made in such a way, very flexible, so that they tend to move along with the current of the water. Or river current. Mostly they are grow deep in the water. They don't have stomata in their body. Instead, they have air space so that they may breathe in air with the oxygen which are dissolved in the water. Examples are tape grass and pond wheat. Tape grass and pond wheat. So these are some of the water plants. Now some other type of plants also are there. I am writing the name insectivorous. Insectivorous, which feed on the insects. Feed on the insects. Some interesting plants are there, my dear students, which feed on the insects. Strange, no? Amazing, but it is true. Actually, they need such nutrients to grow, and such nutrients they derive from the insects which fly next to them. They trap and consume the insects. In this way they get nutrients. Example, Venus flytrap. Venus flytrap is the example of insectivorous plants. And another type of plant, parasite. Parasitic plants. Parasitic plants actually they derive or they steal food from other plants. That's why they are parasitic plants. They live on other plants. Parasitic plants, they live on other plants. For example, the mosquito is a green parasite with green leaves. It has chlorophyll and can make its own food. And another example is dodder, money plants. Actually, these plants doesn't have the capacity to make their own food. That's why they are bound to live on the another. Such type of plants are parasitic plants. Dear students, in this chapter we discuss about plants, their survival. How do they survive? We discuss about the terrestrial or land plants. We discuss about the aquatic plants, and we discuss some other interesting plants like insectivorous and parasitic plants. We are concluding the chapter here. Thank you very much. Keep watching.